The goal of the Placement Stability Project is to improve placement stability and permanence by enhancing the social-emotional well-being of Vermont's children and youth in the child welfare system. The Placement Stability Project goal grew out of data collected from a statewide community assessment that illuminated two clear challenges. One, Vermont had higher than average rates of congregate care, and two, we had lower than average foster care placement stability. The evidence pointed to a root cause of complex trauma and its related mental and behavioral health care needs. The project has 4 core program activities that include 1, preparing a trauma-informed and adoption-competent workforce and service array, 2, providing training and mentorship to resource parents, 3, implementing the CANS tool as a progress monitor, and 4, enhancing interagency collaboration, case planning, and referral to appropriate services. This presentation will focus on what we've learned from the development, implementation, and evaluation of one of the caregiver support activities. In 2013, Vermont was among the first states to pilot the original resource parent curriculum developed by the National Child Traumatic Stress Network. Since then, we've adapted the RPC to include concrete and positive parenting strategies for the in-the-moment challenges. We call the adaptation TIPS, Trauma-Informed Parenting Skills. In total, we have trained over 300 foster kin and adoptive caregivers in the RPC+TIPS. Most recently, we developed a mobile app to augment the training and assess the differences between traditional RPC+ and the technology-enhanced training. Our preliminary findings suggest that when training is enhanced by a smartphone app, there may be greater retention and transfer of learning. Further, caregivers' sense of parenting self-efficacy appeared to increase more substantially in the group that used the mobile app. Other outcomes from our evaluation show that 97% of resource parents completing the training say that they feel better able to meet their child's needs and are less likely to ask for a placement change when challenges do arise. Additionally, we assessed changes in caregiver and child outcomes. In particular, we asked caregivers questions about their stress and strain before and after the training. We compared these answers to a group of caregivers completing the Foundations training. We found that despite RPC+ caregivers showing higher levels of stress before the training, they had significantly greater decreases in that stress and strain after the RPC+. Turning to child outcomes, we saw greater reductions in caregiver reports of their child's emotional symptoms such as depression and anxiety as compared to the control group. And when asking caregivers about conduct and behavioral challenges with their children, the RPC+ group reported significantly lower behavioral challenges from before to after the training as compared to the control group that reported increases in issues related to conduct and behavior. Finally, when asking caregivers to identify pro-social behaviors, those in the RPC+ group showed greater increases in their perceptions of their child's positive behaviors, while those in the control group identified fewer strengths in this area. We believe that one of the reasons for these outcomes is the emphasis on focusing on positive behavior. In many therapeutic interventions, in order to measure progress, the assessment tool asks the caregiver to look for problem behaviors. The RPC+ asks you to look for things your children are doing right. By doing so, it helps not only identify child strengths, but reinforces pro-social behaviors and builds trust and stronger relationships. I want to thank each one of you for taking the time to take this training. You can see from the evaluation findings that the RPC+ has made a significant impact for both resource parents and the children they love. Welcome to the RPC+ network, and remember, pay attention to the things you want to see grow.